Hi, I'm Ann Eckhardt. Welcome to my backyard. We decided during COVID to do some work on our backyard because it was an absolute disaster. And so we had a few different companies come out because my husband had this desire to have a fire pit, and we knew about where we wanted it because the landscaping was a mess. And as the companies came out, it started to morph, and Steve decided that perhaps in addition to the fire pit at some point, not necessarily this round, but in the future, he'd like a built-in grill so that he didn't have to switch out tanks. As companies came out, they also noticed we had some sloping into our house, so we had some drainage issues happening as well. And so our fire pit project morphed into something much bigger. But we asked each company, we gave them all the same instructions, which is we're looking at a fire pit, maybe in a second round, some type of an outdoor kitchen area, and we need to have the side of the house fixed, the grading, so that it drained properly. And what we found with F&W more so than some of the other companies that came out was we gave them a very abstract idea of what we were looking at, and Bill, their landscape architect, came out and took what we said and gave us something that we couldn't imagine. And so that was kind of where we decided to opt for F&W. They were also great throughout the process. Instead of sending us a blueprint of, we think this is kind of what you might like, they actually took the time to come out and meet with us a couple of different times to show us staging. So we could have started with just our fire pit, which we did end up with a fire pit and we love it. And then he showed us and thought through a second phase of the project, which was then the outdoor kitchen area. And so we were able to see what the cost would be to just do the fire pit, and then what it would also be to do the second stage. And it was one of those opportunities we felt to move forward with an entire backyard redesign instead of stopping with just the fire pit, which is where we initially started. And so on top of the fire pit, we used to have on the other side just a big concrete pad that we never used really for anything. We had a basketball hoop out there, but the kids didn't play with it that much. And so Bill kind of reimagined the flow of our backyard and put in this beautiful paver patio, and then the built-in kitchen area. They really thought through every piece of the project, so we had not only the kitchen area, but then they thought through what kind of drawers would make sense. We added the fridge. We have some lighting throughout back here, which just makes it look completely done and so much more professional than what we had before. So we've been really happy with the work they did. They brought us so many options for stone and so many different books, but in the end we simply told them what we wanted and we gave them some ideas of what we liked, and they were able to put it together in a really great fashion. And so we ended up with what we feel is a really great outdoor living space.